Melbourne residents walk past signs like this almost every day. But how often do you stop to think about the history behind them? Sean Reynolds is an amateur historian archiving these relics of the city's past.
When you grow up, if you've grown up in a neighborhood and you see something like this, maybe your entire life, you don't really think about it. It's always been there in the background. I think what I've been able to do, especially as an outsider, is I see these things, and to me, it's brand new. Yeah, sure, this is a 100-year-old sign, but to me, I'm like, whoa, I've never seen this before.
He runs an Instagram account dedicated to the phenomena of ghost signs, advertisements that remain on display long after the business has faded away.
A lot of people just say, a ghost sign is something like what's behind me. It's kind of a hand painted sign, usually on a brick building. Sometimes it'll be on a wooden building or something, and it's kind of faded. But even more modern signs that are plastic and stuff, for any kind of defunct business or products. Specifically things like from the 80s or 90s with like video. These are things that aren't really around so much anymore, and I think that's a history that a lot of us have lived through, so we maybe take it for granted that we understand what that is, but those things are disappearing too, so I kind of see the value in those as well.
Sean is part of a large community of ghost sign enthusiasts, but while others simply document these signs, his primary focus is uncovering the history behind them.
My mentality is I have to find out, what's the story here, what's the background, and I spend way too much time into the wee hours of the night, looking these things up.
Some of these stories are truly remarkable. A man once sent a bomb to this building simply because he hated real estate agents. And this building was once a deli owned by a Russian Jewish immigrant who weathered out World War II by making the best pickles in the city. But as the old makes way for the new, these stories are often lost to time. Sean hopes that his work will encourage people to appreciate their city's heritage.
Sometimes when someone kind of stops to think about it, that does trigger like, yeah, you know what, we should, if this was to be demolished tomorrow, I would miss it. Like maybe I should take more of an interest. So hopefully people are a little more aware of their surroundings.